developed at such a high level. I feel like that's probably what gives me like the
First close.
you actually like use. Just got the text from the offer, and she said, so I'm 20 years old and I'm trying to make $100,000 per month from my closet. 2 years ago, after graduating from high school, I decided to take a huge bet on myself. I was super conflicted, but I decided to skip out on going to college and actually pursue entrepreneurship. So I'm essentially a closer. I take sales calls and I pretty much have conversations with people and pretty much guide them to making an investment in themselves to pretty much change their lives. And I'm actually in my closet because I have no other space to work. And something that I learned very early on in my journey of entrepreneurship is how important your actual environment is, right? So not going to sleep in the same place that you work, for example. So it's currently January 11th, 4:39 p.m. And recently I got the opportunity to work with pretty much one of the biggest names in the internet money space, Iman Ghadzhi, for a huge launch. And this is actually going to be one of the first times in my entire life where I actually genuinely have like a deep lock-in type of season. I essentially opened up my calendar to take sales calls 10 hours a day. I've pretty much been working almost all day just preparing for this launch, for this moment here. And I actually got rid of all distractions. So I got rid of Instagram, TikTok, all social media, any cheap dopamine. And I feel like I've just had a complete identity shift. I've actually been a little bit nervous to take these calls. I essentially had a conversation with myself and just thought, okay, I've been doing this for a decent enough time that I trust myself, right? I have a level of trust that I know I'll perform, that I know I'm gonna know exactly what to do and what to say when a moment comes up. So this is like the huge moment of anticipation that I've been waiting for across the last month. And I have my first sales call in 18 minutes. So across these next 2 weeks, I'm gonna document this entire process. So let's see how this first call goes. Let's go. Ooh, gotta get the nerves up. All right, let's run it. Just got my first close, second call. The last one, man, I was a little nervous. I was like, fuck, I didn't know how I felt like right after, but good thing is with this call right here, I just closed it. 5.8K PIF feels good. Feels really good. I understand you're not. I don't know how to answer. We'll just knock that off the top at 5,800. Yeah.
We're gonna take what we do it.
Okay, so I just had my last call of the day. It is 10 p.m. I've been taking calls pretty much since 9 a.m. non-stop. I feel good. This is the most calls I've ever taken in a single day. As far as the results for today, I am pretty much the top closer. I closed one deal today. It doesn't sound like much, right? And typically I'd go really hard on myself and say, hey, I only closed one. Like, dude, we need to do fucking better, and like have all this negative self-talk is like something I would do in the past. But I do generally feel like that one conversation I had, yes, it was insane. Like, it was really good. Even this last call that I just had right now was an amazing conversation. And of course, throughout the other calls I had today, some were definitely a little tougher just thinking about it.
I mean, I sat 4 hours in a call. I was pretty motivated, and now I'm on this call. I don't feel very motivated at all, and you still haven't told me how much it costs.
But I definitely was able to get a lot of points and a lot of things that I do need to improve on and learn. So out of the live calls that I've taken, the ones that I actually ended up pitching, I feel like I did pretty well. As far as like my energy, definitely, like I said, always be like those 1 or 2 calls where things may feel a little off. Of course, I'll do a better job to develop that skill. But as far as like a work day in general, I've worked all day and I've never done anything like that before at like such like an intense degree, like 11 hours straight of sales calls. I feel like the huge realization I had today was with the transcripts. as well. I'm really figuring out, okay, so if you could take all these calls in a day, if of course you'll improve with volume, right? But if you're not sitting down and actually analyzing, saying, okay, here's how I would handle this different next time, and actually keeping it top of mind, you're essentially just wasting on the speed that you'll actually get results, right? So that'll be something that I do have another call just to be able to sharpen up and actually review kind of everything that I've gone through. And yeah, it feels unreal, especially struggling with discipline, procrastination. I never thought it would happen so soon and like so overnight, being able to sit down and just fucking work and do like the simple things that are going to allow me to build success. So I feel solid. Pretty late. Tomorrow will probably be a very similar day to how it was today, just sitting down, just taking calls almost all day. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get a meal inside of my system, and then go ahead and jump back on, just do a couple end of night things, and hopefully get a good night's rest. Let me know if you can hear me okay, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good, man. I've known about Iman for many years, but I've always been kind of a firm believer in these courses that you buy. Here's your get rich quick. They're mostly bullshit. So I never really paid attention to it. But this year, I've been working in an engineering job for 4 years, and I'm kind of hating it. And I thought I would invest a little bit of time to see what he had to talk about.
And I actually joined one of Iman's programs, and it ended up changing my life.
Recap: I spent my entire life chasing a dream that really wasn't mine, I don't think. And I got into such a poor mental state, like just completely overwhelmed with depression. I lost pretty much my entire social life. I had just not a good relationship with my family either. And I didn't have anybody to blame for it. Like, I'd spent my whole life just forcing that lifestyle on. I still consider myself pretty young, but I can't imagine spending any more time wasting time like that. I wanna live and experience things, and to retire my parents eventually, like very long term, of course. And also to make sure my girlfriend doesn't have to work another day. So kind of how I got here.
I'm sure you've already thought about this, but what do you actually feel like is at risk, I guess, by going down that slower route?
The biggest risk for me is the longer that I take to get into something, I'm afraid that I'll lose the commitment and the interest into it. And I know it's not true.
Like you're ready, man, to fully step and really fully commit to making this change after thinking about it for the last 4 years.
Absolutely. In fact, the last couple days I've been, I guess, daydreaming. And there's so much more than, just having a dream.
It's very close to home. Like it's freaky similar. I've never spoken to somebody on one of these conversations where everything is like so very aligned. So yeah, man, if everything's okay with you, like I'd love to extend you an invitation, really give you that breakdown on how everything actually works.
Absolutely.
I want to make sure, like, kind of like where's your head at with everything as far as like the process itself, or you can even just talk to me, like what's on your mind, man. You could be honest here, bro. Like no pressure at all.
And I think I'm going through it again before even really knowing the number. Is like, is it worth the investment? Because it won't put me in a hole, but every penny is sacred to me. There's so many things that I have to prioritize in my financial life. And so there's the dilemma, like, can I put it off a little bit more and make an investment into something that potentially would pay that off tenfold? There'd be some extras. Or do I do what I've been doing and play it safe and keep saving and figure
I
this one
hear
out?
you for sure. That was very specific, right? You said every penny is sacred. Do you feel like that belief has gotten you closer or further from where you wanted to be?
Um, I mean, playing it safe keeps you safe, right? And sometimes that's all you
So I guess
need.
like for you, like why not just continue playing it safe? Do all these different things? Do you feel like maybe we'd have to leave that belief maybe in that past version?
I think that I'd find a way no matter what. I think I figured out one way or another, but I don't want to take the chance by declining more knowledge and more help. Say it out loud, it sounds like I've made my decision, but it's still a bug in my head to commit.
It falls down those two paths, man. It's like which path you actually, I guess, want to step down, right? Stepping into the fear and getting closer to that version of we envision ourselves as being, or do we want to, maybe go down the other route and just continue to like play it safe and do what we already know?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's, it's not a new dilemma for me. It's constant there. But just recently, is this what I commit to this time? I also know the longer that I sit on it, the more I can convince myself not. I've found second guessing is a pretty dangerous.
I guess before we're getting into like this final piece here, like, do you actually feel like you're ready to take that decisive action and step into that risk for yourself?
I think I've already made up my mind. Yeah.
You think, or
Oh, you got me there. I know I've made my mind.
Yeah, and yeah, it just drops it to 5,800.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
You said you had a similar dilemma.
I was 18 years old, and I remember the exact moment. Yeah.
What was your motivation then to take a risk like that?
It's funny because I was thinking about this earlier today, and I think about it almost like every day since I have made that decision. It wasn't even motivation. It was me running away from the alternate reality, right? So I thought, what would happen if I didn't make this change, right? Like what was at risk, as we spoke about earlier. But even most importantly, I was thinking about the 80-year-old version of Lou, when 80, 90, whatever it is, when he's on his deathbed and when he's experienced everything that life has had to experience, the relationships, love, the business, all these different things, the pain, the failures, all these different things. Would that person, would he want me to play it safe right now and continue living in the cycle that I have been? Or would he tell me to just do something fucking different? Would he just tell me to step into a level of fear, step into the uncomfortability without knowing what's on the other side? Even if I lost all my money, even if I didn't get results, was this decision going to get me closer or further away from the version that I envisioned to myself? So you're ready to get everything set up here and talk through next steps and finally make that commitment?
Yeah, I know so.
There we go. I am currently on the way to Orlando, Florida to actually meet up with JJ, one of my mentors, the founder of Sales.io, a couple of friends as well that are all dropping in from different parts of the world. But we just wrapped up the period here and the event at Iman's. I feel like it's so easy to sometimes get caught in this cycle or this thought process of not being good enough. And with being on Iman's and for that first half of it, pretty much being the top performer, I learned that I am more than enough skilled and capable to actually perform. I think there's two other things that have an immense value for anything I do moving forward. The second one is finally feeling what it's like to have a stacked calendar and actually have a lot of volume. Pretty much really get inside of this entire flow state where your skill naturally compounds. It is so easy to pick up on what spots you may be messing up on where in your call you actually need to improve. And you can actually fill in those gaps so much faster. And the final piece that I'll leave here, I now have that name that backs up the proof. So if I want to go to any other offer moving forward, I'd be able to leverage that and, to be quite honest, have an advantage. People hear a big name like Iman Ghadzhi or somebody like Alex Hormozi. It does come with a huge advantage whenever it comes to any single opportunities opening up down the line. So just those things were infinitely times more valuable than any amount of money that I could have made throughout those 2 weeks. So pretty much around 2 hours away from Orlando right now. I will see you guys when I get there.
Honestly, there's no reason why there shouldn't be like 100 to 150k coming out of in cash collected, coming out of the DMs this month at a minimum. Okay, really good session. We'll chat in the DMs. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Introduce yourself, bro. What are you doing?
That's good. Man, just running the whole team meeting, couple of team meetings for Alex Eubank sales team. So yeah, just pretty much managing the whole offer, everything from the ground up. We're pretty much stripping it all back and rebuilding it. So a lot of education, a lot of training, a lot of new scripts, a lot of new frameworks, a lot of questions. Okay, again, it's only been about 72 hours since we really kicked everything off, or the team was up and running. And I think another 24, 48 hours, everything will be running pretty smoothly, and there's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't be doing 300k a month.
Very fucking, dude, I gotta flip this camera right now, man. Hold up. We both started off the point where we were making literally zero money, struggling super hard when we were first in sales. Tell everybody, aside from the business, aside all these things, tell everybody what you actually just did. Where are you? Like,
oh yeah, life-wise, yeah. I mean, it's been a crazy journey, right? On Sunday, or actually on Monday, I pretty much packed up everything I own in Australia, put it into one suitcase, all of the things that I need, and I'm not returning back to Australia I'm not returning back till Christmas. Just going all in on sales, going all in on working in the US market, going all in on the teams I'm managing, going all in on building fucking sick relationships with guys like Lou and the sales.io team and everyone in the space. Literally all in.
This guy sold everything he had, flew halfway across the country.
Across the country, across the fucking globe, bro.
Across the world. Across the world. Just insane. So yeah, we'll spend some time here, but most importantly, grind, really build the success. And for myself, like that first Q1 goal that I literally planned out in the beginning of the year is 30k in 1 month. And it's so funny because I literally wrote it down on this piece of paper that as I came here to Orlando, visit JJ, mentor here, Lachlan, everybody here, I'm going to create the opportunity for myself to get there. It's just inevitable. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get some work done here.
Yeah, I think it just shows, right, like if you take anything away from it, just like go all in.
For sure.
When you take the risks, when you get uncomfortable in life, it just like the universe will reward you in ways that you just don't even think.
Dude, like you guys don't understand. I met this guy like literally just from a group like halfway across the globe. Like it's just insane. And now we're just here in person, halfway across the world right now, just building to be successful, literally from pretty much from scratch. So
oh man,
we'll watch this back in a bit, but yeah, we'll spend some time here, knock out some work, get things done, and yeah, also have a good time. Fucking wild.
Let's go, bro.
It is Friday, February 6th, and before getting here to Orlando, I literally wrote down a mission of me coming on this trip is creating this 30k a month opportunity for myself for Q1. And from having that trust and belief in myself, I have an interview right now with a company where I will come on and I'm gonna land this role and make 30k a month on this offer. It is literally inevitable, and I have so much confidence coming into this. I'm excited, I'm not fucking nervous. I know that I'm gonna come in and trust that I do have that skill set within myself. So this is a literal part of the process where I literally made $0 this last month. I've barely made any money. This delusional sense and belief in myself that I could do genuinely anything that I put my mind to, and you're about to watch it right now with me actually landing this 30k a month role. Watch this.
It's nice to meet you all officially. I really enjoyed every single one of your Loom videos. My name is and I'm the sales manager with, and then this is here who is our sales trainer. I think I want to do some intros first, so I'm going to introduce myself, then I'll pass it to and then you guys can all take turns going through your intros as well.
So nice to meet you guys. This is I've been in a high-ticket space for over 3 years at this point, generating well over 2 million in cash collected.
My name's I've been within the sales space for the past 2 years. I have worked within the spheres of business coaching, property coaching, career coaching, and finance coaching as well. And I've cash collected 7 figures.
Yeah, kicking off of that, I think that's the biggest thing that probably attracted me towards these guys. My biggest value with everything is actually integrity and actually making sure that I sell for something that I believe in. So being able to have that conviction is unreal. For some context, my name is Lou. I've been in the space for around 2 years now, worked with guys like Iman Ghadzhi, companies doing set and close deals up to anywhere from 10K up to 58K. And yeah, super simple.
Nice, thank you. Opinion, what does it take to actually be a top sales rep? Like, what does that mean to you? What are their qualities? What is something that a top sales rep does? Like, just give me a general idea of what you think about that.
That first one that everyone said, having that level of integrity bleeds off so much. I'm sure you could even feel like just kind of like through the way I talk, being able to have and transmit that energy directly to the prospect, the person you're actually talking to be able to help them make a change. A second thing that I feel like, for me, it'd be 3 things. The second thing that I feel like is a little bit overlooked is the speed to actually communicate. What am I actually seeing that could help the offer grow in different elements? What things are we seeing when we're talking to these prospects? And the final thing, which I would say is super important that I feel like has helped me get to where I've gotten, is being so methodical about my actual craft. Like, I have genuinely obsessed about understanding not only sales, but human nature, human decisions, how people actually make decisions, so you can actually build trust and truly help people that have been in deep ruts go through some of the craziest things. So I think if you could have that level of really methodology, really trying to understand and actually obsess about the craft and what you're doing and develop it at such a high level, I feel like that's probably one of the most important things.
I really like that.
Is it okay if I kick it off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I first started off, and I'll be so transparent, I used to struggle, like, for sure. And I think the biggest reason behind it is because I was taking in or just trying to focus so much on all these tactics or what should I say to try to convince this person to buy. And I feel like that's probably the biggest thing I learned in sales overall, was letting go of trying to convince somebody to make a change, right? Instead of having that convincing energy or just trying to get them to buy something, actually coming across as somebody who they actually trust and somebody who could actually lead them into making a change. And like, I guess the actionable that goes into that is literally just detaching. None of us, like, we don't need them to, oh yeah, I need them to close, I need to get them to pay $5,000, anything like that. And I feel like it gets overlooked a lot, but when you could like sit back and they could feel that they're here because they're the ones who have a problem that they're looking to solve, and we can actually show them and lead them the way, whether they like to or not. I feel like that completely changed all of my results since I've gotten started. Yeah.
Great answers from everybody here, and thank you for that.
The reason why I'm saying this is because if you come on this team, you are going to be held from that same standard. I don't care if you're brand new. Everyone across the board, radical transparency and feedback and constructive feedback. We're here to make everyone better for sure. So I'm super happy that I feel like all of you can definitely handle any criticism that comes your way from call reviews. And there's just going to be a shift happening on this team with holding each other accountable.
But you go and get in this industry and you go get placed and you're going over offer and you don't know what's happening with the marketing. You don't know if fulfillment is actually like they say it is, or you don't know if the offer is going to shut down. We have the things that closers are just begging for, but never truly know if it's really there until they get into it, because it's all taken care of. The marketing, the fulfillment, a good damn offer.
I'm sure you guys can see from our answers, like, we love this offer and we are very particular about who we bring on. You guys will hear from us over the next few days. All right, guys, nice meeting you, and yeah, we'll be in touch.
Later.
Have a good one. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
There it was. I'm not gonna lie, there was a specific part where I don't know why. I definitely feel I have it in the bag. I just feel it. It's inevitable. My heart was definitely beating a bit. It's inevitable. I'm just predicting the future. I feel like, as I always do, it's kind of my life story. I'm gonna land this role. It's done. This shit's gonna be the most raw fucking thing. But I was just saying how basically how I've been feeling, bro, after that interview. What's kind of going through my mind.
Yeah, what's going through your mind, bro?
Definitely A little nervous, bro. Nervous, a little anxious. Like I keep checking to see if I got a text to see. Like that's what I just said.
It's like that mix between excitement and like you just want to start. Like you just want to do something. Almost.
That'll be like trajectory changing.
Yeah. I mean, this is like it's like an opportunity that's going to excel you towards your goals, right? So what's your plan then?
The plan, it's fucking done. That's the plan. I landed it. Wait, the fucking next video right here is literally gonna be me literally gonna grab this camera and just show fucking next steps.
Yeah.
30K a month, up 40K a month, 50K a month on there for sure. This is gonna be a huge year. Huge year for where we came up.
Dude,
It is February 6th. Well, it's 12:07 p.m. So February 7th right now, and just got the text from the offer. And she said, please send me your first name, your last name, and your email. Going to get you in the Slack this weekend. In other words, I just landed this role. And it is so insane because something that I've overlooked for so long was the actual vehicle. And just from the track record, I know I have the skill set and I have the capability to get on this vehicle and be the top performer. And I know for a fact, it is so crazy. I literally had this written down weeks ago, literally just saying, like, thinking about ops, my opportunities for 30K a month. I had one offer listed down. I had this exact offer from the name literally written down when I had no idea of how I would do it or how I would even get there. But before I came down here to Orlando, I literally wrote down on this notebook, on this piece of paper, that I'm going to create the opportunity for myself to get there. And literally just create it for myself. And that is exactly what happened. It feels unreal knowing that it is inevitable, and I'm going to hit my first goal of $30,000 in a month, which is then going to allow me to grow beyond that and make 100K in a month. So absolutely unreal. I'll continue to document the process as landing this role, growing from there. So just unreal moment. Feel insane. Let's go.